be real with y'all. I didn't realize how big of a part marijuana was a part of Call of Duty nowadays. I mean, look at Black Ops 6. We got this huge thing called joint operations. Our entire springtime event, which used to be St. Patrick's Day, is now 420. And look, whether you like it or not, I'm not going to take sides completely, but I do think there's a very good conversation here. A couple days ago, I released this, talking about the influx of pot and ganja here on Black Ops 6, and the community had some very choice opinions. Someone had this to say: I don't really see the problem, because during the Xbox 360 era, that's literally what stoners would do. Get off of school or work, get high, and play Call of Duty with their friends. Someone said I couldn't care less about weed. I care about not being able to say things in an M-rated game. And I completely agree. That's true. Look, Call of Duty, look, Activision. This is an M-rated game, and the fact that we still have chat bans is kind of ridiculous. Someone said stoners have always been the largest gamer demographic. That is probably true. I would say from 21 up. Someone said can't play COD sober. And then I had a lot of comments of people just flat out defending MJ. Someone said, bro, I think it's weird how dudes can get banned for cussing on chat, but the operators people play as cuss in half their voice lines. That's also a great point. But it's kind of funny to me. I feel like this whole chat ban situation is just honestly case by case. I understand it's a terrible thing. I don't like it either. Look, these games are about war, and most of those wars were fighting for free speech. So like, what the hell? Someone said weed is not a drug. I cuss all the time and have never been banned for it. I play high. And look, I'm not your guidance counselor. I'm not your role model here, right? Like, I'm not going to tell you to go enjoy the game a little bit more or whatever, right? Like, I'm not in any position to do that. I'm not saying anything about this in specific. Mary Jane got pot, ganja. But I think the overall sentiment from the Call of Duty community is, hey, look, it's fine that that's a part of Call of Duty now. Like, I guess, right? It seems to be a pretty monumental part. But just loosen up on everything else, man, for real. Don't ban people in chat. Come on. I mean, we're past that, aren't we? Seriously, this game is M-rated. I understand a lot of children play it, but maybe understand your demographic a little bit more. This is round 2. Everybody go and take some alt trade for real. Now, one thing about Call of Duty, you guys know I absolutely love taking Ethereum Crystal. It's just speculation, not only about the game itself, but what these companies could be doing behind the lines. And I kind of put it together in my head. I think I know why this is such a big part of Call of Duty now. Now, apart from Activision knowing that pretty much a majority of their player base above 21 are probably stoners, I believe this whole thing may have some sort of interesting political backing. Now, don't label me a conspiracy theorist. Now, don't label me a conspiracy theorist, all right? But I wouldn't doubt Activision is being paid handsomely to kind of promote this to a younger active voter audience. You see, in a lot of states here in the US, weed is not yet legalized. Personally, I definitely think it should be. But that's fine if you disagree. That's the beauty of America. You see, pot and ganja bills and amendments seem to be a big talking point in US politics right now. And you see, if some of these bills in the United States were to be passed to legalize cannabis countrywide, the marijuana industry from a financial standpoint would actually boom. So it's like, I see Call of Duty and Activision. I see they have a very influential fan base that seems to be around the younger voter age. Warming them up to stuff like this could definitely influence a bill. Like in my state, I always see politics-wise, like a lot of veterans fighting for the use of cannabis, and I think that's a big deal too. So I'm glad kind of Call of Duty is taking that step. Now, I wouldn't doubt all of these Activision heads could potentially be plugged into these stocks early on and trying to get the industry moving forward. Now, like I said, don't label me a conspiracy theorist. I just love to speculate. I think it's fun taking Ethereum Crystal. But gosh, like, look, why are we even having this conversation within Call of Duty? Like, Call of Duty needs to focus on what it is. My God, the fact that we have an entire season dedicated to this is a little weird. It's a little weird, right? Like, right time, but maybe wrong place. This is round 3, everybody. Look, pot and ganja started showing up in COD back and all the way at MW2. Now, through the point of original Call of Duties, I'm even including Ghost, all right? We had skins. Calling cards and skins is where we sat on the marijuana issue for a little bit until we got to this new modern era of Call of Duty. I'd say with Modern Warfare 2019. Through Cold War, Vanguard, Modern Warfare 3, and Black Ops 6, I haven't seen it this pushed in a Call of Duty as I have in the past. And it seems to just be coming at a really weird time when they should be focusing on other aspects of the game. And again, I just like to rephrase, I don't think anyone is just, oh my God, I can't believe it about this whole situation. I think it just shows us that, like, Activision, you're kind of focusing on the wrong things right now. 420 stuff, all right, it's cool, okay? I got a lot of people in my comments that value vouch for it. And that's fine. That's a part of the audience as well. Activision recognizes that and knows they can sell bundles. I don't blame them for that. But when looking at Activision, it's like, how can you almost push this and not allow people to say whatever they want in chat, and then potentially also ban them for it? A little weird, man. If we're talking about being free and legalizing everything, legalize free speech in Call of Duty. Look, I like talking about this juicy stuff, and I also would love to hear if you agree with me down in the comments below. Let me know your own personal opinion, because y'all know one of my favorite parts about this channel is continuing the conversation down below in the comments. If y'all haven't already subbed, we're so close to 5.5 thousand subscribers. I can't believe it. My head's gonna explode, and I can't wait to see y'all in the next video. Thank you very much.